We're going to move on now to some more news about these attacks. It's, of course, the most violent to hit Europe since the Paris attacks that killed over 130 people last November. However, the Brussels attack is not the first to have taken place this month. Here's RT's Ashlee Banks with a timeline of attacks which have garnered little to no attention from the mainstream media.
On March 7th, in northwest Pakistan, a suicide bomb killed 10 people and injured 30 others. Police said the attacker detonated his explosives after guards stopped him from entering a municipal building. Police blamed the Taliban for the attack. A week later, on March 13th, the militants from the group Kurdistan Freedom Hawks set off a car bomb in Ankara, Turkey, killing at least 37 people. And on that same day in the Ivory Coast, al-Qaeda gunmen opened fire at tourists at a beachside resort. According to the local government, 14 civilians and 2 members of the country's special forces were killed. 3 days later, on March 16th in northeast Nigeria, 2 female suicide bombers blew themselves up at a mosque during morning prayers. 24 worshippers were killed. Nigerian authorities suspect that Boko Haram is behind the attack. Also on that day in Pakistan, a blast killed at least 15 people and injured more than 30 others after an explosive device hidden under a bus carrying 50 government officials detonated. Pakistani authorities suspect the Taliban is responsible for this attack. And on March 20th in Istanbul, Turkey, a suicide bomber killed 5 people, including himself, and injured more than 30 others on one of the city's busiest streets. The attack was later linked to the Islamic State. As family members mourn the loss of their loved ones in the Brussels terrorist attacks, other victims' families around the globe are doing the same as they too remember their loved ones who have died at the hands of terrorists. In Washington, Ashlee Banks, RT.